Jesus Christ.
Okay. Alrighty. Today, I wanted to do the vibe check on Childlike Wonder, specifically because after I came back from my most recent music festival, I was kind of reflecting on why these weekends feel so exhausting physically, but so rejuvenating and refreshing mentally and creatively, and why we spend so long preparing for them and packing and getting ready. And then at the end, I just could live there forever. Like it just feels like this magical time where I'm stepping away from the real world. And so I was doing a bit of reflection on that and why that was and how that sort of came to be. And so I wanted to sort of like give y'all a little glimpse into what music festivals give me and why I love going to them so much. So this is a photo from one of the stages at Suwannee, which is the venue that we love the most and that we always come back to every single year. And this is a band called Sema Funk, and they brought a bunch of people on stage every time they perform. And this year I actually jumped on stage, which normally I wouldn't do. I'm like kind of like, oh no, you guys go. But this year I was like, screw it, I'm going. And so I went and jumped on stage. I'm like back here behind somebody, dancing, having fun, going absolutely nuts to this like crazy Afro-Cuban Latino band. So yeah, let's dive in. So all right. So, kind of thinking on the children in my life that sort of remind me of childlike wonder was obviously Poppy and Tilly. And I didn't realize until, I had nieces and nephews in my life how having a kid in your life, whether it's yours or a niece and nephew or just a child that you're close to, allows you to see the world through their eyes and sort of brings you back to childhood. And I'm sure Shay and John see that also. Like it must be so exciting to watch your own child like explore the world. And I think I get a little fraction of that with my nieces. And I love watching them like just play and discover new things and just have that like carefree joy that children have. So lately, Poppy's been really into playing dress up and she's been obsessed with Elsa and Anna. So this was her Elsa dress, but her birthday was yesterday. And so she got this whole Anna costume, and just like the joy on her face is so precious. And then Tilly is just joyful at truly anything, whether it's playing with a spoon or a pair of sunglasses or putting her food on her face. Literally everything brings her joy, and I love it so much. And I think that one of the perks of being the fun aunt is that while my sister gets to roll her eyes and maybe groan at the fact that Tilly is putting oatmeal all over her face to make me laugh, I get to just laugh and enjoy it because I know that I don't get, I get this like little moment in time with them. I don't spend every day with them. So I truly just enjoy all of the silly goofiness that they bring, whether it's wiping their boogers on me or telling me that I'm their best friend and then JK, no, I tell everybody that. You're not actually my best friend. Poppy said that to me. And I was like, you know what? It's okay, girl. I'm gonna pretend like you that we're best friends because I just love you so much. And everything that they do makes me so happy. So I realized that this joy that they get just from being a child is something that I get to relive every time I go to festivals with my friends. And part of the fun of that is it's just adults acting like children. Like we're wearing costumes. These are my friends Hannah and Jacob wearing their space costumes and running around with their space helmets on. This is my best friend Maya and I dressed as Scorpio, Queen, and Princess, just living our dark princess fantasies. This is my best friend Zoe and me at a set of a band called Goose. So she's dressed as a silly goose. And I was dressed in my Trader Joe's costume because I thought it would be fun to dress as a Trader Joe's employee. And it was like the best day of my life. Everyone was like, this is the best idea I've ever seen. And it just made me think of Poppy and Tilly and how these weekends are basically just times to, it's like combining dress up and Halloween and your birthday and like every holiday all in one. And it's truly just a place of pure joy And then you combine like the fact that you're an adult and you have adult money, and it's just like the best. Like you can really do whatever you want. So some of like the silliness that also brings so much joy to us and the people around us is Zoe carries around a case of googly eyes and gives people googly eyes in their foreheads and does this cute little ritual where she like makes them kiss it and then she like gives them a little googly eye blessing, and people love it and they go around and they'll like stop her and ask for a googly eye. This man is at every Halloween, he has this insanely amazing like light up LED neon sign, and he's probably like 6'6" and just absolutely huge. And he just stands there, and anybody who wants a hug can just come up and give him a hug. And so my friends and I will literally charge at him and just he's like a tree. And it's just like a moment of pure love between two strangers. And it's just so beautiful. And I love seeing him. Like I look for him every year. He gives the best hugs in the world. And then this is Zoe's boyfriend wearing our trick or treat bucket on his head, kind of looking like Plankton's mind control unit from SpongeBob. And it's just like, this is a 28-year-old man who works as a software engineer who on this weekend has a bucket on his head dancing in the dirt with his friends. And it's just like it was such like a fun moment to just reminder of all the silliness and all the just like lack of self-consciousness and just letting go of all of like your day-to-day life and just truly enjoying what's around you. And then some examples of some of the other wonderful silliness that people bring to these festivals. This is the same man, and he dresses as Dave the construction worker, and he sets out this whole like construction zone and like directs people through it and then like makes people stop and dance. And then he also dresses as Mildred the lunch lady, and he goes full out and walks around with mustard and ketchup bottles and is just like hilarious. And he has like an Instagram for his personas. This group did the Halloweeners, which was hilarious, and they got featured on Halloween's Instagram. And then you'll always see people just having bubbles and hula hoops and toys and just like really fun, exciting like little gadgets and trinkets that's like, oh my God, I never thought about that. Some guy drove by me on an electric skateboard with a like homemade flamethrower and was just kind of like shooting flames up into the sky. There's people with bubble machines and glitter, and somebody set up a secret ball pit one year that I discovered, and my friends and I just made friends in there hanging out. So it's like really just a place to bring your own creativity, and then I'm always in awe of the creativity that I see from other people. Like truly amazing and inspiring every single time. So to sort of like sum up the things that I get out of these experiences and the things that I see would be joy, play, creativity, and self-expression. And I think it thrives so much because there's this like lack of responsibility when you're there. There's this lack of expectation, and it's truly just a time for play. I think it's that in like the purest sense. Like the sillier the idea, the better. Every year my notes app gets full of fun ideas that I've thought of throughout the year, that I've thought of at other events, that I've seen from other people that inspire me to think of something silly and fun to just make other people smile. And I think it's such a unique experience that I wanted to give you guys like a little glimpse into what it looks like and what it makes me feel, and a little bit about what I do on these crazy weekends. So yeah, that is just a little bit into my festival time and where I go when I go off into the woods.
I'm sold. I want to go. I want to go so bad. I've never actually been to a music festival, and it looks really fun from the outside looking in. Except for the ones like Coachella, very
Oh yeah,
topical, it's happening right now.
too
Doesn't seem
big.
at all like this. It kind of seems more like a business like meeting.
Hmm.
Um, so this is super cool, and I wonder like how many other working professionals who we interact with on the daily like has this like other like life after they slam their laptop shut for the week. Like, I love it.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. We talk about we were just talking to somebody about the people we meet is wild. Like I've met people who are like, I'm studying the interactions between the AIDS virus and opioids in a lab, getting my PhD at UVA. And here I am, like spinning in circles in a field, blowing bubbles. Like I've met some of the smartest people I've ever met in my life at these festivals, doing some of the most like amazing things in their day to day. And then it's like they use these experiences as that, yeah, creative, free sort of reset. Like me being a graphic designer, I feel like everyone's like, okay, whatever, like sure, cool. But like I met somebody who was like doing studies in like watermelon genealogy, and like somebody who's getting their like PhD in like botany, like pharmaceutical botany. Like there it's wild, like the range of people that come and yeah, use it as a time of just like pure play. I know John's jelly, he wants to come so bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Once I,
Olivia, you
I'll
go,
go
Joe.
ahead, Ella.
No, you
Now I
can
was just
go.
gonna respond to Sarah's statement towards me.
You respond to that. I'll go after you.
Oh, I don't know. There's something about when I had having a baby that I'm like, fuck, can't can't go to these things anymore. How, unless my wife comes with me and we make a whole weekend out of it, of course. But yeah, yeah, it's doesn't seem like it's gonna be in my near future.
Yeah.
I'll live through you. I'll live through you, Sarah. I will live vicariously through you.
That's fair.
It's cool to see just like this little glimpse into this stuff. Like, very much appreciate the let's see what Sarah does, like when she goes off into the woods type of thing. It's like
Really.
so like opposite of like what I gravitate towards in my free time. So like I've never been to a music festival. Like, you only see what people are posting on like social media and stuff. So it's just fun to see how like joyful and like almost wholesome it is. Because I feel like when you see it on social media, especially like Jake was saying with Coachella, like there's so much drama and tea, and there's like honestly a lot of like negative stuff that gets pushed to the forefront in like social media and stuff. So it's fun to see this like super like cute, wholesome, like positive experience that probably the majority of people actually have like when they go to fun things like this. And also just because it's like the so opposite of me, it's so like fun and interesting to see. Like Mackenzie and I went to have dinner with one of our friends last night and or like this weekend, and she was like, we were talking about doing like a readathon, like a 24-hour like readathon. Like so
Yeah.
opposite of like that's my little escape.
That's so funny.
That's like introvert,
Yes,
extrovert.
Literally. So yeah, I don't know.
absolutely.
It's just I appreciate just like seeing it in the perspective and hearing you talk about it.
Ella, I feel like an equivalent for you would be like a Ren Fair or
Yeah,
something.
I do like going to
Uh,
Ren Fair.
Like
I
totally.
do.
Yeah.
Wait, we should go because I want to go. I've never been.
I've never been either. I want to go
Let's
so
go.
bad.
I
I
thought
want to be
you
a
went,
wizard.
Jake. I thought you went to one like recently.
We were planning on it. It never happened.
Oh,
I know.
damn.
I
I
want the
What's a
core
Ren
set.
Fair?
We should go.
Renaissance. Renaissance.
Oh,
Fair.
Renaissance Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, you just all you gotta do is reach out to Arthur. He'll be all about it.
Exactly.
Totally.
Exactly.
Oh
That
my
is
god,
a
reunion.
bag. That is bag.
So we
Oh,
can.
it'd be so
I don't
fun.
know. I don't know. I don't even know if he does Renaissance. Maybe he only does like war
He
reenactments,
does
like
Renaissance.
Yeah,
He
real
does
the
life.
one with this, the
He'd
one
be
with his
so into
kids.
it. Yeah,
He
yeah,
did one with his kids, but it had war. It was war themed though, but it was Renaissance. I saw
Uh,
pictures of that.
what I like about this, Sarah, is I think just bringing it up. What I've loved about you over the years is how unapologetically you are yourself, and you've you've never hesitated to share with me that you're going to party hard. If you guys don't know, Sarah's first weekend, she did take off. She took an extra, I think,
week.
2 days off because she partied too hard, and me and Kyle and Mackenzie, who was on our team at the time, had to have a talk. Like, Sarah, okay, you could announce that you're going and partying, but like
I
you
got the
better learn
flu.
you better learn how to party, okay? So you can't announce you're going to party and then take an extra 2 days off. Get out of here. But
I
yeah, she got
literally got the
sick.
flu.
She got the flu. And what does the flu interpret into from this presentation? No, I think it's beautiful. But I that's what I appreciate. I think there's something about childlike wonder where Vivian doesn't apologize for nothing. Um, because she just is. Even when she throws something across the room and hits my infant son in the face, it's like, all right, girl, like
Yeah.
get it together. But I
Um,
but I think that that's something beautiful coming into the work environment is like, yo, this is what I do, and who cares what you think? This is what I do. But also, what I love about this as an extrovert, and as I've gone into these types of events, um, like you become a community, you become a family in a way where, everybody's there to love and to have fun and to experience joy, not to hate or, judge and so on and so forth, which happens at those big events like,
mhm.
Coachella. Once they become so mainstream, they start to embody the culture of the world, right? Versus the small culture that we talked about before of these gatherings where people come to just be themselves and be together in love. And I think I think you capture that beautifully um, in this presentation, like what comes from being childlike. I feel like we've always used that term as a form of like creativity and expression, but it's also, I think, sometimes a form of being that, you know, kids don't judge. They're just curious, right? Kids don't hate. They just love. And at a certain point, we start to learn those other things, and um, I think it brings a unique perspective to it.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. And that's part of why we love this specific venue so much is it really fosters all the good, um, and not so much of the bad of those big, large festivals. Yeah, that's why we love it so much. It seems to be this community not only wants to bring joy and happiness and play, but also is very intent on protecting that. Like I feel like we've created such a wonderful space that whether you're on like the subreddit or the Discord or this Instagram comments, like everything surrounding these events that we prefer to attend is always so like based in love. One year, a girl invited me to her wedding in line for the bathroom, her wedding at Sewanee in the festival. And Ryan and I went to the wedding. I sobbed hysterically. I did not know this person. It was the most beautiful like show of love. Most of the people there were strangers, and it was like so gorgeous, and we were just like sobbing. And I remember telling my parents and being like, "It was like the best wedding I've ever been to. I don't know these people." That was like truly just oh my God, this is so wild. Like it was so wild. I was like, "Where am I? This is crazy." But it's such a good memory. So many good memories from these places. So yeah, and thanks for supporting me in my my love to party. Love you all. I miss you all. Whenever I'm there, I think about you guys. I'm like, oh, they would love this, or maybe Shay would hate this, but
No, uh, so oh, what I appreciate about this is the true definition of creativity, in my view, sometimes is the fact that you never grow up in your mind. Like,
yeah.
because that's where true curiosity will always come from. So you found your outlet and you're sharing it with us, and it works for you because it creates that balance.
Hmm.
It's like your two characters live in harmony as one, and you need you need both, and it is beautiful. So I do appreciate it. The great thing about it is that almost everybody in my life is the opposite of me. So, so which is great. So it is great. It's incredible. So
Yeah,
thank you for sharing this.
of course. Thanks, gang. And now I've learned how to party responsibly and how to come back ready to go.
I also love what you're saying about having adult money and like funding like your child interest because I am thinking about it now. When I was growing up, I used to like I was obsessed with this like festival aesthetic. I was like 13 or 14 or whatever. So I had a bunch of brands that I would like Electric Family was this like EDM based clothing brand, and
Mm.
I would get all of the bracelets of like all my favorite DJs and stuff, but I'd never been to like a festival because I couldn't afford it. But now
Oh,
I feel like I should so do it. Like,
you should. You should. Yeah, adult money makes everything so much better.
mhm.
All right,
Thanks,
let's
gang.
go.
Let's go.
Childlike Wonder, one of a small studio's values slash behaviors. Who feels like they have a nice healthy dosing of childlike wonder on a regular basis right
Ooh,
now?
unhealthy, too much.
No such thing.
All the time.
I was looking for my camera went off. I was looking for my golden squirrel pin. I think it's downstairs at my old
Oh,
desk. I was gonna show it off.
No, it's like, is it gathering dust over there?
No, it's with my other. I have like a thing of pins and like design supplies. It's like all in my basement that I'm gonna move to the shore with me next week. So
Nice.
are you going next
That would
week?
yeah, because I was there this weekend and I was like, dude, I'm just happier here. Like I was on the beach like 3 days in a row. No
Yeah.
one was there. It was just like I don't know why I'm not here. So
Mhm.
next
Ooh.
Sunday I'm moving down.
Yay! Oh, I'm so happy. When you posted that picture of the pizza, I was like, dude, I can feel the salt. I can like
Dude,
taste.
it was so good. That came out. I said, "Can we get one pie?" They said, "Sure." It was a minute and 45 seconds, maybe. She comes out with it. I was like, "Let's go."
Period. Oh,
Ah,
happy for you. That's awesome.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
needed it.
so nice.
Also, you guys got together. Not to like tangent again. Ella and Sarah got
Yeah,
together. How was that?
that's true. That's true. That's true.
No, I literally was like, I know this person. We've met 1,000 times.
I know. I was like, it feels like I'm meeting you 100% not for the first time.
No,
I
absolutely.
like I was telling I honestly don't remember who I was telling this. I told like multiple people this. I was like, I swear to God I've met Sarah before. I know for a fact that I haven't, but I swear to God I have because
I thought the same thing. I was like, this is so weird. I definitely know you.
I know. Like
And
You guys,
like
you
this
guys
is
went to the same school.
Yeah, it's
that's
like
why.
you probably
Like
did.
we never like met. Like we never crossed paths. And then also Ella's not that short.
Really?
yes I am.
You're not
I
that
got
short.
Literally.
I
Well,
thought
the
that.
shoes
I saw
I
the
was
picture of
wearing.
both of you together. I thought that. I was like, I
Listen,
know she's not so sure.
I
I
wish
thought
I
that for
had
a
the shoes
second.
that I was wearing, but they were like platform shoes, so they had a good
Oh,
like 2 inches on them. So I'm like definitely shorter. I wore those on purpose.
this is so funny. No, we had
That's
so much
Ella's
fun.
ego. Ella's ego is I'm short.
But
That's
me
what she
with
says all the time.
me with platform shoes is like 5'1" instead of like 4'11".
No, it was so fun. And Amos is hilarious and I love him.
Yeah, he's the real star.
And Mackenzie's a cutie. It was so fun. We had such a good
It was
time.
really fun. And I got to meet Ryan, no longer just a face on the computer.
Right. Yeah, it was
It
great.
was fun.
So I'm definitely coming back to
Something.
Tampa. Tampa's like actually kind of cool.
So
I was very pleasantly surprised. It was actually really nice.
good. And you guys went to the beach. Mackenzie and I went to a new beach also. On like Saturday. It was one of the ones I told you about. It was the one off like the Gandy Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a ton
You
of
say
little crabs.
nude? You
Yeah,
say
I was
nude
just
beach?
going to say nude.
No, no, a new
New.
beach. New beach.
Okay.
Say
And we were just hanging out
Literally,
there.
John, I literally thought the same thing. I was like, oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
oh, I'm
No,
sharing
there is
today.
there's this one beach though in St. Pete, like all the way down at the end. Like if you look at a map of Tampa and St. Pete, if you walk far enough up, it does turn into a nude beach. And my parents would like be like, "Okay, we gotta turn around now." Like this is the point when I was little.
I'd go to a nude beach for sure.
Like Wonder.
I would go in Europe because Europeans are like whatever, but
Mm,
Americans,
right. Different vibe.
I don't know about that. But yeah, it was good. We had fun. Weekend reunion in Tampa, honestly. It was kind of sick.
You should. Tampa's fun city.
Well, Ella brought that up on Thursday, I think. She's like, why don't you plan the team retreat
Well, I just didn't
already?
know if it was happening. It's like, John, I gotta give you this heavy ass fan that you bought. How am I gonna ship it to you?
It cost more in shipping.
Literally.
That's what's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll just drive down. I don't know.
Oh,
I've driven to Panama before.
That's
Ooh.
awesome.
Not
Pastor
Tampa.
Atlanta.
I'm flying. I am not driving that way.
Yeah.